I got started as a beekeeper when I was 16 years old. I actually convinced my father to purchase 50 beehives for me. And that was my start of beekeeping and developing the Wolfe Honey Company. Northern Alberta is renowned as producing some of the highest volume honey crops in the world. We produce some of the lightest, whitest honey, and the reason for that is because of our locale, the long days that the bees have for foraging, along with the abundance of red clover and other clovers. We like to head our hives with young, prolific queens, queens that have been raised right here in Northern Alberta. So by carefully selecting the stock from the year prior, we're able to come out with queens that are the best queens, laying the best populations for the honey crops ahead. Okay, here's a brand new queen that Felix put in there, and she's actually laying eggs right in this comb is what he's showing us. So a good queen has solid frames of brood, okay, and lays in solid patterns so that there's more bees hatching. So more bees hatching means that there's more field bees out there for a nectar flow. When your queen fails, you have what's called a buckshot effect, and you have holes throughout your whole brood pattern. We definitely see a change in the behavior of the bee, in that the bees are much less aggressive after years of breeding our own stock. See how gentle the bees are? You can run your hand over them and they won't even flare up at you. The raw honey has really not been heated. It's as it is produced in the hive. All we do is uncap the comb. The honey that spins out of the comb is what we are able to filter and then put directly into our drums. Well, we choose not to heat the honey. We choose not to pasteurize the honey. We like to keep honey in its purest form. The smoke calms the bees. Their instinctive behavior tells them that their home's on fire. So what they do is automatically gorge themselves. They stick their heads right into the cells, so their instinctive behavior is to feed themselves before they die. So that's why they become so calm and they're not prone to stinging you. During our honey harvesting process, we use no chemical repellents whatsoever, and we especially do not use any antibiotics in treating any of the foul brood diseases that are sometimes found in the hives. We also felt it's a much cleaner way of keeping bees, much healthier way. We don't have to worry about the antibiotics. We know our own stock. The use of antibiotics always masks the problem that you have, whereas our way, it enables us to go through the equipment and remove the problem. I think 1 Degree's concept of transparency is absolutely brilliant. I'm astonished. I think it's a great concept. And of course the end user will always want to see where their food is from, and especially all the ingredients in that food. So I think 1 Degree has done a fantastic job of coming up with a system where the end user can actually see where their food is from. The work that's gone into producing this honey is really second to none. We use no antibiotics, we raise all of our own queens. I think it's the best that you can actually do as a honey producer to ensure the best honey there is to any purchaser out there.